Fight! Kogeki!
Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Global's controversial treatment with the Bermuda event, birthday gachas left and right, tournament results, and the Megacolony event coming soon to Global in less than 3 days. Let's talk about it and see where it takes us with this week's big news. So first of all, let's start with the JP news. Last week on June 11th, we had the Asuka birthday banner. As usual, these birthday gachas, 4 rolls only, gems only, and an unexpected pool of units and rates. 0.19% for a triple rare, Pale Moon in JP. I think it included everything from set 3, all the way up to the latest support for Pale Moon. So that's quite exciting. A 0.19% chance is not bad, but it's a bit diluted because some stuff you don't really want. But of course, if you're missing out on some stuff, you know, Pale Moon is still really popular, Silverthorn is still really good. I hope that you had this chance to pick some stuff up. Next up, a few weeks back, we actually discussed the birthday festival tournaments where we revisited the previous set metas. So starting from set 14, Catastrophic Outbreak, and then 15, Brilliant Strike, 16, Diva's Duet, 17, Infinite Rebirth, and 18, the Legion set. Every single day there was a tournament, so this was really exciting, and let's just get a quick recap of the results. First of all, with the set 14 tournament, we had Link Joker come on top. Honestly, in this metagame where where Echo Force and Nova Grapplers want the multi-attack, Link Joker shuts them down. Angel Feathers just really isn't that good, and Dimension Police is alright, but it is a bit high rolly. Next up, we have the winner for set 15. It's Golds. Who would have guessed that? Set 16, Pale Moon, Echo Force, Dimension Police, and Bermuda. Bermuda is just surprisingly low. I think it's actually pretty solid. DB had some cool stuff, but you know, Pale Moon, we've even seen like the non-set specific tournaments, and Pale Moon just reigns supreme. They did get some nerfs recently, but it's definitely not enough to deter them from play. Global players will know that this representation should have been more Pale Moon players for this cup, but I guess, you know, the point of the chart is that Pale Moon is number 1 and dominant. And then set 17, Infinite Rebirth, we have Golds. Who would have guessed? And then don't have the Legion Cup, but we do have the Championship 2021 final stage, the qualifiers, I believe, for the Legion Cup. Now, this is much more diverse, I'd argue, but what are we seeing right now? We just saw set 18, we saw set 19. We haven't had a proper set 19 tournament results yet. This is the first one, I believe, from their Twitter. And what we're seeing is that Royals and Shadows are really neck and neck. Royals, Seekers, still popular at 30.5%. Shadows, Revengers, but also could be Witches, but honestly I'm leaning towards Revengers at 29.7%. And one of the things we see here is, you know, obviously Seeker, you have 1 extra month to pick up everything. Thing Saver, Sing Saver, Blast Play Seeker, they were rank rewards, so, you know, free-to-play players, budget players, you still have access to them at this point in the game, in JP. Shadow players, no rank rewards yet, so it is a bit harsh. I guess you still have your Blast Stroke Revenger from way back when, but, you know, it's 1 unit instead of the 2 key units of the deck right now. But also, instead of just Revengers, you also have some Witches player, which could just be could be the Dark Horse maybe. But you know, with two new Legion archetypes versus that 1 Legion archetype, it could boost the representation. But overall, Seekers are still on top. It is still really dominant. And for those who are meta chasers or just want something that's competitive and long-lasting, seems like Seekers is a great investment so far, since it's still on top for at least 1.5 months. So yeah. Next up, we have Golds. So Golds also, Liberators got support, Bluish Flames. I personally don't rate them that highly. That's just my personal opinion. On day 1, I believe, you know, some websites rated Golds the best. And, you know, right now, I think it's, you know, Revengers are on top, I think. Golds are still not that far behind. But I definitely think that Revengers are more consistent. They have a better toolbox. But Liberators aren't too shabby. And then we have Oracle Think Tank. Tsukiyomi, I believe, is probably the one to pick up if you're playing Oracle Think Tank in the tournament scene. You know, stacking triggers, Silent Tom, just good, right? But it is more big brain. You need more setting up. You can't be a smooth brain ape to use the deck. You need to be wrinkled brained. So it is challenging. This is why you don't see a lot of Oracle Think Tank in ladder, because it's just ladder. Like it's not that difficult. But tournament play, when everyone's good, Oracle Think Tank, Silent Tom, just because you're a good player doesn't mean you can beat Silent Tom, right? And then lastly, we have 4.7% at Kagero. Kagero is still solid. I think Novel was the most dominantly played archetype, and it's still really good, you know. So I think that's. What else do we have here? A little bit sprinkled here and there. 3.1%. I think this is Narukami, if I'm correct. But Narukami Brawlers is pretty solid, but you know, I think they lost popularity since the new set came out. Genesis was quite popular last season. Nova Grapplers were quite popular. Those are gradually leaving the metagame, and we're seeing a new metagame developing right now, where if you're rolling for set 18, main thing you're going for, Royal Paladins. Set 19, Shadow Paladin and Gold Paladin. Who would have known that the Paladins, you know, the ones that get the best treatment are on top, right? So I guess that's it. And oops, so the set 18, yes, I mixed up the order, but the set 18 winner is Royal. So again, who would have known? Still on top. But yeah, that's basically it for JP News. Nothing much, but just a quick, you know, I think it's pretty interesting. Just a little analysis, and let's go to global stuff. So global stuff, this is the new ranked fight season. On the 16th, we're getting Ganslot Zenith. So if you don't have your 4 copies yet, please pick them up. They are so good. You know, if you haven't seen my deck profile yet, just go watch it. If you check out any Bluish Flame list right now, you know, and they're not playing Zenith, I seriously just doubt it. I'd listen to what they're saying, but Zenith is just such a good card, you know, so I don't really see why you wouldn't want 4. So this is the best chance to pick it up. I think it is also one of the last few chances to qualify for the Vanguard Zero Spring Circuit. So, you know, go try that if you have the chance. I qualified, and hopefully you will too, and we can play a few games there. Yeah. Of course, next up we have the sleeves. The rewards for Legend 3 is Great Daikaiser, Legend 5 is Normal Daikaiser. We covered this in the set overview, so let's just skip over that. And then we have the Heinous Stacking Kishida's Villainy. I don't know why they didn't just go with Heinous Stacking. Megacolony Wave 2, really excited. I'm a big Megacolony fan. I really love what they did with Megacolony in Zero. You know, they're much more valuable. They're not, you know, hot garbage anymore, like in the TCG. Early Megacolony was pretty bad. I think around here they got some interesting stuff, like the Break Ride paralyzes your opponent's Vanguard, which is really interesting and definitely fun. So mainly you're getting some machining support. Machining is an archetype that got some recognition. It first debuted in the first wave of Megacolony stuff, but it wasn't that fleshed out. And honestly, these new bugs are quite pesty, paralyzing and plussing their way to victory. So let's get a quick showcase of the triple rares that we're getting. First card is Machining Spark Hercules. Vanguard Circle, Limit Break 4. Once per turn, if all your opponent's units are rest, Counterblast 2 to paralyze one of your opponent's regards, and this gets +10/+1 crit. We all know crit's good, so hit face, right? Deal 6 damage, we win the game. Vanguard Circle, once per turn, Soul Blast 1 to rest all your opponent's rearguards, and this gets +2 until end of turn. Call Machining from your soul as rest. Now, this basically helps you achieve your limit break, just in case your opponent decides to counterplay you. You can just Soul Blast. You know, you get an extra power to hit over cross-rand numbers, and you get to call something out from your soul. Of course, it's in rest, but you do have units that can help you restand them. Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, this unit can ignore intercept of paralyzed rearguards when attacking, so this is great. Just paralyze 2 of your opponent's intercepts and just go for game. Next up, we have Machining Warsicle. Vanguard Circle, Limit Break 4. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, Counterblast 2 to paralyze your opponent's Vanguard. Now, at the start of your opponent's next ride phase, your opponent may discard a card from their hand. If they did not discard, they cannot normal ride. Why would they want to ride? Because if they ride, then they won't be paralyzed anymore. But if they don't discard, then they can't attack with their Vanguard. We know in Vanguard Zero how important getting all 3, at least 3 attacks in is, especially near the end game. And the Vanguard attack, you lose your Twin Drive, right? So that's really, really big. Caramelast 2 is a bit heavy, but it's just really strong skill, deterring your opponent from actually just touching you. Vanguard Circle, when placed, Caramelast 1 to call 2 machining from your soul as rest. Again, Caramelast 1 to +2 is pretty good, and you do have skills that restand them. So, you know, I mean, overall, even if you don't restand them, you can still save those units for the next turn. And it is good against those pesky Kagros that you might be seeing often on ladder. Vanguard Circle, Rigor Circle, this unit can ignore intercept of paralyzed Rigors when attacking. So again, similar to Spark Hercules, you can just go face and win games. And I do like that. I do like winning. Next up, a bit controversial. I just want to talk about the Vanguard Zero, you know, the way they're handling the whole situation where users had bugs that basically made them not be able to participate in the event. And they apologized for it and they gave out 1,500 line tickets to everyone. Now, how do I feel about it? I feel like they fixed it, that's good. They acknowledged it, that's good. But it's at the very end of the event. I think it's like, you know, 2 days left or something. Is this a fair compensation? You know, 1,500 tickets? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. This is just equivalent to winning 15 fights. Is this difficult, 15 fights? Especially when you can go to training fight for it? I don't think so. I don't think so. And it just really sucks because you're basically locked out of grinding packs just as you're playing along, right? Not everyone have the time to just grind on the last few days. Some people just play a few games every day and they just lost that opportunity to grind out maybe a couple 2,000 tickets, you know, just playing two or three games a day and winning a few here and there. So I feel pretty offended. I feel like the worst offense to me is not acknowledging it. I know fixing the problem is the key priority, but not acknowledging it is a part of it, right? And the lack of communication definitely makes me think that they don't care enough. Like, I've seen people talk about it on Facebook. I've seen people talk about it and voice out their concerns on Twitter. I've personally voiced out my concerns on this channel. And nothing. Only until like a week or two in, then they started sending emails, replying to people, and still they were trying to figure out what was the problem and how to fix it. And you know, this is, you know, I just don't really understand, because is this an attitude problem, or like, you know, not enough people trying to handle the issue, or like the server is not profitable enough? I don't know, but if they really want to keep people in and playing this game, they really need to show that they care, and the very least they can do is just acknowledge it and announce it on social media. But yeah, so, you know, personally, I didn't get affected by it. Some people might just go at me. You know, I know one person went at me and was like, yo, you didn't even get affected by it. Why are you why are you ranting, bro? And I'm like, well, you know, at the very least, I have 1,500 people that are listening to this right now, right? I have 1,500 people subscribing to me, and I need people to at least know that this is what's happening, right? I'm not solving the problem, but hey, I need you to know that if you are having this problem, I know that, and I'm trying to help. And if you don't have this problem, I need you to know that there is a problem, and you know, you just got lucky, right? So I hope people understand. You know, I just have my own response to it. If you want to skip, you know, if you want to dislike this video, go ahead. But yeah, that's just my feelings. I feel like they can do better and they should step up. And on a more positive note, I guess, to end this off, 70 million dual points for a dual triple rare card exchange voucher. We achieved this, to my knowledge. They haven't been sent out yet, so don't worry if you haven't received it yet. It will come soon, hopefully. And lastly, Global also got the Asuka birthday gacha. As usual, 4 rolls only, blah blah blah. The difference is that for Global, the probability, the percentage chance of getting a Pale Moon triple rare is 0.24%. So why is this the case? Zelma is not there when Venus Luki is. It's kind of weird, but, and especially when JP has Zelma, right, on their birthday gacha. So this makes no sense to me, but I guess it means that, you know, your chances of getting a Zelma is 0%. The chances of getting one of the other triple rares are higher, I guess, but losing Zelma is really, really big. But yeah, that's basically it for JP players. I hope you're getting your anniversary missions done. I think they just got started with it. So please go get your fights in and whatnot. For global players, best of luck with the bugs event. And if you're not interested, send the luck my way. I definitely won't mind. Oh yeah, one more thing. For those of you who are asking when I'll be getting back to my live stream, I will be going live on Wednesday, June 16th, 9 p.m. EST. We'll be doing some ranked and friend fights, and then at 10 p.m. when the Megacolony event goes live, we'll go through the event and get some packs in. Come swing by and say hi if you have the chance, and be sure to check out the video at your own leisure if not. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more, and I'll see you all very, very soon on Wednesday. Bye!